Unlike Max Beck, most of us are recognizably male or female within 3 months of conception. Over the next 6 months, hormones sculpt the brain, male or female. But the genitals can develop in one direction, the brain in another. The Dutch Institute of Brain Research. Here they are looking for underlying biological explanations for differences in sexual identity and orientation. Deep within the center of the brain, Dutch scientists found differences between male and female, heterosexual and homosexual. They then turned their attention to the transsexual brain.
He found in the brains of male to female transsexuals a female structure, and in the brain of female to male a male structure. So this explains that the brains of these transsexuals have not developed in agreement with their genitalia. They have all the characteristics of one sex, genetics, gonads, genitalia, hormones, but the brain has not followed that track.
These differences were discovered in clusters of nerve cells so tiny that no scanner could detect them, let alone measure them. The only way they could be studied was by microscopic examination of tiny slivers harvested from the brains of the dead. The Dutch research has made a huge contribution in helping to secure the rights of transsexuals under European law. To our Western thinking, if it's choice, it's the wrong choice and should be corrected. But if it's biology, it's fixed and must be respected. But one question remains unanswered. When did those brain changes occur? Because life's experiences and life's choices also shape the brain, which starts to respond and change long before we are born.
When you're in there, you're experiencing different circumstances, coldness and heat, and the noises that you hear when you're in the embryo. You'll actually hear things, and you'll probably remember some of them.
There we go.
And then when you're born, it isn't all over. Your brain is only half formed at that time. Anyone who's seen a tiny baby knows that this baby has a lot of growing to do.
Humans are born with very incompletely developed brains. Huge numbers of neural connections are made after birth, which means as a response to, in conversation with their environment and their experience. Even at the age of 5, children don't necessarily think their sex is fixed. Children still believe, until surprisingly late, I think, that it could change, that today they're a girl, but they might be something else tomorrow.
And then you grow up. You've got this body, it works, life is wonderful. Then puberty hits. Breasts develop, testes start secreting androgens again and making sperm. Your ovaries start to make eggs. Now you're talking about another critical period in which what you experience becomes crystallized in your brain as part of who you are. So for example, if you have a crush on, say, your gym teacher and you're 13 and he's maybe 19 and, you have a sexual experience with this individual. Well, is that sexual experience going to mean nothing? The experiences, I think, are absolutely key to understanding things like sexual orientation. And not only sexual orientation in terms of gay, straight, bi, but sexual orientation in terms of what you like, what you're attracted to.